And we are back with Michael Azira. Michael, you've had a fantastic career in the MLS. We were talking about that before the break. What have been some of your favorite memories so far from being in the MLS?
The memories I think have been that, I've got a chance to play with the players I used to watch on TV in the Premier League. Some players have been playing in the Premier League, You watch these guys on TV and you're like, I'm going to play with the same guy on the same field. It's just amazing, I've been blessed a lot to play with David Villa, Andrea Pirlo, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Obafemi Martins, Clint Dempsey, all these guys, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, these are great players. And, you're like, I get to share these moments with these guys on the same field. Those have been some of the memories, that, I'll always keep, with me. And people always ask me about it, but I was like, these guys are human beings too, they on TV, you're like, man, look at this guy. Will I ever be like this guy? But then you get to play against these guys and you're like, we're all human beings at the end of the day. And they're really great people, They've been awesome. They've been kind to me, and some of them have given me their shirts and stuff like that to keep for myself as have a memorabilia, and I'll put it in my man cave someday. So they've been some good memories, and I'll cherish them for a long time.
Speaking of teammates, which teammates would you say you've probably learned the most from?
Oh man, I've learned a lot from a lot of people. I won't say this guy or this guy. There's always something you can learn from someone, we can't stop learning from people. And even besides playing against these players I've seen on TV, even the players here in America, the people have been in my locker room, there's so much to learn out there, like the work ethic and taking care of your body, eating right and going to bed early, and just the simple things, because as a professional soccer player or any athlete, resting is very important, and what you eat, it's very, very important. Doing the little things, is what matters the most. And then being mentally strong, because not everyone is going to like you, and people have no time to babysit you. So you have to be ready to face all these hardships and be ready to learn from them and adapt to all the changes that come around. Like, we're going to have a new coach. You're going to have new teammates. How can you make them feel comfortable in the locker room? How can you help the next guy? So there's a lot that I've learned all along this time, and I feel really blessed that I've been able to be part of this journey and being part of other people's lives.
Who would you say are some of the hardest opponents that you've had to face on the soccer field, whether it be in the MLS or internationally? I mean, have there been some that just were, just the hardest you've seen?
Yeah, Jozy Altidore is a tank. He's a big guy. And then there is Andrea Pirlo. He used to play for Italy. Mm-hmm. And then David Villa, he used to play for Spain. He's such a good player. And there are a lot of other guys. Almiron used to play for Atlanta. Now he's played for Newcastle United. Mm-hmm. These are some of the toughest opponents that I've faced.
Some big names. Now, speaking of internationals, what was it like being on the final roster for Uganda during the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations? I mean, that had to be like an incredible experience.
Yeah, that was like, a dream come true. Because to me, I always think that, any player playing for your national team, I think it's one of the highest honors you can get in football. And it was such an amazing moment for me and my family, and my wife has been very supportive since the beginning. And ever since I got back on the national team, she's like, Michael, this is what you always wanted to do, go play. I'll be here, I'll take care of our kids. And so she's been very supportive in every moment. And that was one of the best moments in life, that go back on the African Cup of Nations, in Egypt. We had a good run in the tournament and playing against some good teams, and it's one of the best moments in my life.
Now, on top of being a professional MLS player, you also started a charity back in Uganda, correct? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I did. I started with my friends, and because back home we used to play in these tournaments, and these tournaments disappeared now. And we wanted to find a way how we can help other kids, to help them to achieve their goals and achieve their dreams. So we started a tournament. It's called Pearl of Africa Youth Championship. And so usually I go back home and I visit different academies and I share my story with them. And I tell them, they're capable of being successful. Don't let your circumstance or something like that define you. Know that you're capable of being successful, because sharing my story with them to where I've come from to where I am right now, I'm like, you're capable of being successful too. It's not just me alone. And so we organized this tournament, and this year we had 58 teams, and the championship was in last month, and it took place in Kampala, and it was successful, and it was able to motivate a lot of kids, and we had a great impact on them. And some local coaches came to watch the kids play, and some kids got some scholarships.
Oh, wow.
Because the emphasis on education. And then we encourage them, go to school first. Right now your main focus is to do school as you play, but put school first, because your career is the time you spend without playing soccer is longer than the time you play. So always encourage them to be in school and emphasize them to be in school as much as they can, but also enjoying the game that they love to play.
Now, why was it important for you to give back in this way?
Because, all of us were capable of being great in one way or the other. I had life. And one guy, I went to him and I told him, how can I ever repay you? He told me, Michael, just pass it on. So I want to do it for another kid. If there is a chance that he can come over, he can have a scholarship, or he can be able to go play somewhere, I want to be able to help him, to be part of his journey, as someone was part of my journey to get to where I am right now. So we give back mostly it's about passing it forward to others, because other people have done it for us. Why should we hold on to it? We should be able to share. God has blessed me with this platform, and I want to use it for other kids so they can be able to achieve their dreams.
Michael, do you have a website or social media that we can put up on the screen to share with people so they can follow you and even the charity stuff that you do?
Yeah, for my Instagram, I use 32 Azira. And on Facebook, we have Pay Championship. It's Pearl of Africa Youth. It's Pay, Pay, Pay Championship. And then the website is pearlofafricayouth.org. But, it's a charity that is still in the process of being registered. But usually we encourage any kind of support, to help the kids back home, because there's so much need out there. I was able to go home and I saw where I came from, and I was like, this is amazing, just to spend time with the kids and visiting different places just to see how kids are hungry, to be successful. And so far, it's been good so far, but, and all the people have been able to support us through all this. We're truly thankful for all that they've done for us. And people can always find us on Facebook on Pay Championship.
Well, Michael, we are thankful for having you on the show today. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you for being available for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Azira.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.